Hey everyone, welcome back to Halo Halo Conversations. I'm Myra.
And I'm Maureen.
If you've been hanging out with us for a while, welcome back. And if you're new here, we're two Filipino sisters sharing stories, laughs, and life lessons along the way.
And today we're talking about something that makes us realize just how different our kids are growing up compared to us.
I like your little stuffed animal, by the way. But anyway, let's just say some of the things they think are normal completely blows our minds.
And honestly, they're probably thinking the same thing about us.
Oh, yes.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Okay. So let's start with the Gen Z normal versus our normal. Okay. So for Gen Zers, Gen Z would text from another room to ask for water. Do you think that's normal? They think that's normal. What's our normal?
They think that's normal, but for us, it's like, why didn't you just get your ass up and come and ask me your question, or walk to the freaking fridge yourself to get the water? I'm not getting it for you.
Same. I know. I mean, I remember us just asking each other, can you get it for me? And then, we would be arguing like, no, you get it yourself. We would never ask our parents versus our kids now would text us, oh, I'm hungry or I'm thirsty. Can you get me water? It's like, walk, you got legs,
Right,
walk and get
exactly.
It
Get it yourself.
I know. So the next one is for Gen Zers, they think getting food delivered is normal. Like, what the hell?
One, for me, I get so annoyed with that because I think you're wasting money to have food delivered. Like, literally, you're paying an extra $10 to get your food delivered instead of just going to McDonald's or
Starbucks.
Panera or Starbucks, wherever, and you could have, and just driving there. I don't get that.
You would have just saved more money.
Like, I'm not going to waste $10 just so somebody could get it delivered. That's so lazy.
That is just a Gen Z. I know.
Yes. I know they say it's convenient. I know they say it's convenient, but for us, that's lazy. Like, get in your car. Don't spend an extra $10. You could have gotten an ice cream. You could have gotten something else with that versus spending $10 on or extra just so they could have it delivered to you. Nonsense. It's nonsense. Nonsense.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. Very annoying. All right. So those are just some of the examples that we could think of off the top of our heads. So if you guys have your own Gen Z normal versus your normal, comment down below. Okay. Oh, you have another one. Okay.
Yeah. So for them, it's they would rather just text or email. So for example,
I know what you're talking about. Customer service. If they have to reach out to customer service, our kids, or make a doctor's appointment. Oh my God.
Yes.
Can you call for me? Can you do it for me? Oh my God. Or if they have to answer a question, they would look at you first as if like we have the answers. How do you feel? That's a good one, right? I mean, not all of the Gen Zers are like that, but it is kind of like, most. So if you're a Gen Z that are good at public speaking, or you're more comfortable talking or explaining yourself, that's great. But a lot of the Gen Zers are shy or just needs that boost from their parents sometimes when they're there.
No, I don't even think it's they're shy. It's because they don't want to like engage personally with customer service because they get tongue-tied with asking the question, and you're like, you know what you need to say, or you're making a doctor's appointment, you know what you need to say. Like, why are you freaking out about it? I don't get that.
I guess it's a Gen Z thing.
They'd rather either make their appointment online so that they don't have to have a connection, like a direct connection with the other person on the line, or they would rather chat with customer service rather than picking up the phone to call.
No, wait, I have another one. This is a good one too.
Okay,
dating. So dating, what do they do now? Dating apps. That's another thing, because it reminded me when you said connection. So Gen Zers, I feel like they're more comfortable logging into Tinder or Bumble or whatever. There's nothing wrong with that, of course, but we're just talking about the Gen Z normal versus back then normal, right? And, connection, in person, face to face, touching, that kind of thing is normal for us versus for them is texting all night or video chat. There you go, Snapchat, whatever.
I don't get it when they're interested I always just hear them like, oh, they have a Snapchat streak or something like that. And I'm like, okay, so what does that mean? You're just taking videos or pictures of yourself and then sending it to each other. You're not even having like a conversation.
Right. So if there are any Gen Zers or the borderline millennial Gen Zers that want to put some comments below of like if you disagree with us or if you think what other kind of normal things that you guys do that are common now, drop it down below too. So,
or explain to us like what's the reasoning behind that. I think their reasoning is maybe they're more cautious, so they'd rather be behind the phone and not have that direct connection. Because obviously, if you're in person on a date or whatever, there's more of yourself maybe that you have to show, or I think it's just maybe they're being cautious.
Okay, we can go to the next segment. I'm gonna ask Ate what the normal Gen Z slang is now, and she would tell me what it means. Okay, are you ready? She's not ready, I know.
I'm so scared.
Okay, so the first one is rizz. When you hear it, do you know what it means? What do you think it means?
Like Ritz crackers?
No, that's food.
Like use it in a sentence.
Right. Sam has rizz when it comes to girls.
Rizz
maybe that kind of gives... Yes. Ding,
okay.
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay.
But yeah, no, when you first hear that, it's like rizz. You know, what they used to say, what we say.
Oh.
Okay, fly. Yeah.
Or fly like, she's a fox.
Or a 10 or a dime or whatever. What? They used to say that.
Okay.
So the next one is it's giving. That's it. There's I bet you're waiting for like it's giving what? Right? That's the first thing I would think of. Like are you saying it in complete sentence?
Like it feels like, or like I don't know, giving what?
Exactly. But it's a vibe. It's giving a certain vibe. It's your outfit today is giving.
Oh, so I was right. Like it feels like
it's
like
giving
this.
Something. Yeah. But why can't they just say you look pretty? I like your outfit, something like that. Like it's giving gothic or it's giving this. It's like, dude, why can't you just say you look cool or you look nice or whatever?
Right.
Anyway, Gen Z. Mm-hmm. Okay. This one's probably you've heard it because these kids say this all the time. Delulu.
Oh, that's kind of hate that.
I know.
Delusional.
Yes.
But like, why so we don't have to make anything.
I know. No, they shorten everything. But later we're gonna talk about more of their like text messages and all that stuff. Okay. No cap. Next one. Next word. No cap.
No hat.
No. Nope.
Like use it in a sentence.
Oh my gosh, I'm about to explode. No cap.
No, for real.
It's no lie, or if I'm being honest, I'm done. Like no cap. I don't know. Why can't they just say you're lying, or I'm not gonna lie, or NGL? This one, my son said, "Fine shite."
You're fine shit. I don't know.
That was my first. I think it is. Like you're like you said, you're fly, or you have like that. I think they just want to reword things, but yeah, it's like you have a crush on them. Okay, this one we all hate this, bruh.
Oh, I hate that when my kids say that. I'm like, yeah, I know you're wearing one.
And because all your kids are girls, by the way.
Oh yeah, all my daughters are girls, obviously. But yeah, whenever they say that, I'm like, okay, yeah, you have one, so. And then they're
bruh. Like, oh my god. No. To me, when my kids say that, I'm like, I'm not your bruh. Like, don't say that, because I'm like, go take a shower already. No, I want to no now, bruh. And I'm like, yeah.
I know.
I said, what is that? Go now.
What is that supposed to mean anyway?
Yeah, like why are you like rushing me? We're still your parents.
Right, exactly.
Okay. So now I'm going to do a Gen X / millennial slang, and you're going to guess what's the equivalent Gen Z word, okay?
Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
Okay. Cool. That's cool. What do they say now?
Oh,
whoops. Sorry,
dope.
I'm like my camera. No, that's ours. That's dope. It's ours. Oh my god. What do they say now? I mean, like let's say the cool or dope or whatever could mean like things that's going on. Like if they see some type of like art or even if the food is good, I guess. Like, or if
it's
where we are,
fire.
yeah, fire or bussin' for food. Oh my god, I don't
hate that.
It's bussin'.
It's so cringy.
Oh, they're gonna hate it when we say cringy because they say that what we say is cringe, right? I know. Okay, we say awesome. What do you think they say now? That's so awesome. I mean, we used to kind of say this word too. Yeah, it's like slay.
Slay.
Which is kind of an annoying word too for us. Like, I don't like when they say slay, I'm like, ugh.
I know.
But I think it's like the women supporting women, they say slay a lot. So if that's used as that, I'm okay.
Okay.
Don't do side eyes. Okay. We say whatever back then. Whatever. What did they say now? No, that's ours. You're doing the game wrong. Oh my god.
Obviously, I can't play this game because I don't know what the hell they say because I'm not an interpreter.
Well, this is what we just said earlier. Bruh. Whatever. Bruh.
Oh, okay.
Like, bruh.
Yuck. Okay.
I know. We hate that. Okay, this one. You just said it earlier. No duh. We used to say that in high school. I remember saying that a lot. Duh.
I don't know what they say.
They say Avi. I hate that. They say that now. I know. See, the reason why we hate it is because we're parents now and our kids say these things to us. When I used to say no duh to older people or our parents, they probably hated that.
We couldn't have done that. We would have gotten slapped.
Fine, but probably behind their back, like duh.
But you got that right, behind their back. We couldn't have said that in front of their face.
Like, but our kids say Avi in front of our faces.
Well, remember before, whenever we would talk back, actually, you couldn't even talk back. You would get the look.
Oh yeah,
or you would get the pinch. You know?
Oh my god,
I used to get pinched.
Or if Nana is chinelas.
Oh yeah,
we'll get the chinelas. Okay, what about take a chill pill? We used to say that. What do you think they say now?
Bruh, chill.
Okay, they say that, but touch grass?
What the hell?
So my son says supposedly it means like if you're in the room too long, you need to touch grass. You need to go outside.
Oh, go outside.
Yeah.
That I get. But I don't think they say that, do they?
Yeah, that's what Alex said. Theirs is more like because of TikTok, the Gen Zers, their slang tends to be more like meme driven, like ironic and heavily influenced on internet culture. Versus for us, it's more the sarcastic, the laid back sound, like, ooh, totally, no duh, that kind of stuff.
So do you think that our kids would have survived just having one TV in the house?
No, they have their own shows that they're watching and they cannot. If we were to have just one TV, then yes, we would just have to watch what our parents were watching. But we got lucky enough that we grew up in a household where it's more than one TV. Thank God. We didn't have to fight over it, but there are times we would watch it with our parents. I grew up in high school where reality TV was kind of starting. So my favorite channel was MTV. I love music. I love the reality shows when Jessica Simpson and Nick Lachey got married. That was my favorite one. Laguna Beach. Yes. Those were my favorite shows. Friends is my all-time favorite. And I know there's a lot of Friends fanatics. Even my kids love Friends because of me.
That now.
Yeah. You guys are lucky that you guys can watch it at any binge watch things at any time. We didn't have that. So you guys would not survive the 90s.
Another thing, do you think they would have survived to go somewhere and need directions? Like how did we get directions
no
back
GPS?
Then? Yeah.
Think about how our parents used to navigate. It's just basically literal maps. So let's say when we start driving for vacation from Missouri to New Jersey, they had MapQuest at that time already because it's like the 2000s, right? So they would have to print it out. And honestly, we got lost because how could you know where the next exit is in a quarter mile? Now it's like, it tells you, it's going to come up soon. Then it's like, if you're just driving hours and hours, you don't really look at your maps and say, okay, it's coming up, that kind of thing. So they're not going to survive that. Wait, hold on. They're not going to survive without their phone, for one. I was accustomed to just waiting to call friends on the phone, right? Versus for them, it's like, they got to have their phone. It got to get charged. It got to have Wi-Fi, all that BS. Oh my God. No,
to be fair,
they're so dependent on their phones. It's so annoying. So annoying.
But to be fair, though, we've also been programmed to depend on our phones. So
wait, you can't say it's just us as moms now.
Yeah, you can't just say it's just them.
No, but what we're talking about is them surviving back then, like how we did.
Oh yeah. No, I would agree with you. You think they would have survived that getting pizza or getting McDonald's is a treat as a kid, or just getting ice cream is a treat? Or do you think that they would have survived that? Because I don't think it was normal before going out to eat per se. The saying is, I think the expectations that we had as kids as far as what we would consider a treat is so much lower than what their expectations are. So for example, for us, if we had pizza on Fridays, that's a treat already in itself.
No, versus what they think of as treats now. Give me an example of how your kids, in your case, in your example.
No, for you. I'll even give an example for you. They would think McDonald's is just regular, but they would maybe think like, well, actually, I don't even know if they would think that's regular. They think that going out to Cheesecake Factory is regular. I mean, they don't even see that as a treat, but I think that would still be considered as a treat.
Right, but back then, our parents would just find something at home already, or we got food at home. If we are gonna get that Cheesecake Factory kind of thing,
that's once like in a blue moon.
Once in a blue moon. It's like rare that we get to do that. Okay, it's time for Chismis Corner. So actually today is not Chismis. It's actually something we're proud of. Can we talk about Alexandra Eala or Alex Eala? Every time she pops up in the news, it feels like the whole Filipino community is cheering. Yay!
Yay! Of course, because it's exciting. You know, she's a very young Filipina athlete. She's only 21 years old. I don't believe she won the main title, but she had a really good run at it. Even though she didn't win the Wimbledon tournament or match, it was still a very proud moment because she fought hard against the defending champion last year. Was it last year?
Iga Swiatek. Sorry for saying the last name wrong. She defeated her on the third round. She lost after the fourth round, but on the third round is when she defeated Iga Swiatek. Like you said, it's still a proud moment. It's exciting to see a Filipina competing with some of the best tennis players in the world. I know tennis isn't the first sport people actually associated with the Philippines, so seeing her succeed is really inspiring for all the Filipinos worldwide.
So one thing to note is that you already know how Filipinos, every time they see somebody out there making a name, the Filipino community, they're always going to come out and support no matter who it is. Whether they've picked up a racket or not, they're all of a sudden, you know, expert in the sports. They study what is a love, what is a set, something like that. I don't know tennis either.
No, but it's a proud moment for Filipinos. She won and everybody won. That's what you mean by how Filipinos suddenly become that expert, which is hilarious. But yeah, what do you think? Do you think athletes carry extra pressure when they're representing a country that's not traditionally known for that sport? What do you think about it?
I think regardless of whether they're known for that sport or not, I think there's always going to be pressure to represent your country because you want them to be proud of you. So regardless, I think there's so much pressure. All eyes are on you to make sure that you make them proud. So good for her, though. I mean, she's still very young and she still has a lot more years to go to kind of go after the championship or the title. So people are going to be watching or looking out for her in the future.
And I know that she might not be watching our podcast, but if you are, Alex, we're very proud of you for representing the Philippines.
Woo, woo. To wrap it up, regardless of whatever happens in a tournament, it's really cool seeing someone that looks like you, and it's very inspiring for the next generation of kids to hopefully inspire them to pick up a tennis racket.
Seeing her inspires other Filipinos and other kids that won't think that they can tackle that sport, that Philippines was never really on the map when it comes to tennis. So.
Yes, we have a reason to talk about it today. Alex is just making a name for herself, and I think it's great. So whether you think you will be able to compete at a larger stage like that or not, the goal is she inspires the younger generation to just go for it and do your best, and whatever happens, happens.
There's still more tournaments to come for her to continue to represent the Philippines. All right, so let's play the last game. I will name a modern parenting trend, and both of us will rate it. Either we love it, we're confused by it, or hell no.
Okay.
All right. So let's start with the first trend. Gentle parenting with no yelling and lots of explaining. Love it, confused by it, or hell no? What would be your rating? Us parenting our kids now. What about that? What would be kind of like more?
No. If I were to parent my child, no, I would not do that.
You won't do the gentle parenting, the no yelling.
Oh,
it depends on how severe the friggin' thing that they did. You can't gentle parenting somebody that they got into a verbal argument with somebody and then they got suspended.
Okay, so let me ask this. So remember when we were kids and we used to go to the grocery store and like, do you remember when Ryan would get some candy or Mentos from the candy thing and then he would just put it in mommy's bag and it was never paid? So
what?
Do you remember that?
I thought you were going to do the example of we were at like Price Chopper or Hy-Vee and then there were samples and Ryan picked one of those samples from that lady and the lady was like, because he put the toothpick back on the thing and the lady was like, that's nasty. And that's the first time we ever heard the word nasty. And it always references me to that time. I don't know if you remember that. That one I remember.
I don't remember that. That is nasty, but why would he do that?
You don't remember that one? I remember that one. That one I remember. I didn't know about the Mentos thing. Ugh.
Yes, I remember mommy would come home 3 or 4 times a year. And so one of the trips, she loves going to the grocery store. One time, I remember, I'm never going to forget this because Ryan, he used to steal the Mentos and then he would just like put it in the bag. And then by the time mommy found out that we didn't pay for it, it was too late. We were already out of the store.
That's
you don't
crazy.
remember this?
No. First of all, I don't even remember what kind of purses mommy carried that Ryan could just insert the Mentos inside. I guess it's not zipped up.
Either he put it in her purse or he put it in his pocket. Somehow she found that she didn't pay for it. And we're like, why are you stealing?
What the heck? Oh, I would be yelling at a child if they did that.
So would you do gentle parenting there or no?
No. Hell no.
Right.
I think that's a hell no. I think it really depends on if it's not that severe, I get the gentle parenting. But for the most part, it doesn't get through their head until you have some type of raised voice or for them to understand you're pissed. What they did was wrong or don't do that again. You have that firm tone,
our kids would not agree with that because they would say you can get your point across without having to yell. That's what they would say.
Oh, they talk back. And then you get even more mad, right?
Yeah. Like.
No, I get that. So
definitely a hell no for me. As a kid, yes. As a parent, no.
We'll take it. Okay. Trend number 2, letting kids pick their own bedtime. Love it, confused by it, or hell no?
So I think it depends on the age. So elementary school kids, hell no. But I think when they're older, it makes sense for them to have a little bit more freedom to go to bed when they want. Because even us, you don't really want to push them to go to bed at 9 o'clock. Let's say 9 o'clock is your bedtime. That's not feasible, especially if you are busy, if they have a lot of activities and then they have to come home and do homework or they work a part-time job. So for example, your daughter, she's of age to where she could work. Obviously the 9 o'clock is not going to be a reasonable time. So I think it depends on the age, but I think I'm open to pick a bedtime, except if you're in elementary school, like no. Okay. What's your opinion?
Mine would be probably, it's like school night is definitely, there's a certain time that they need to be in bed by, brush their teeth already and change and laying down. And then on weekends, maybe I'll be a little bit more flexible. They're like, oh, we finished our homework. Can we stay up a little later? I'll be like, fine. I agree.
We're in the middle.
Yeah. Like, so like this, what's this word? We can put 6, 7. I know you hate that. I know this is the so. All right. So. Okay. Oh, all right. Trend number 3. Snack drawer where kids can grab food anytime. That's a strong hell no for me before you even answer.
Yeah, no, hell no. Especially not like all hours of the day, because
anytime to me is the one bad thing, because what's anytime? I can understand during the day when they know where to go to get the snacks, what kind of snacks we have at home, but not anytime.
No.
Okay. Trend number 4, praising kids for everything. They call it the participation trophy culture.
Coming from a child who was never recognized or rewarded, you literally have to beg for that. I would say this one, I do think I'm kind of in the middle, so I do think it's important, but also you can't just praise them for being mediocre. You finished 5th grade with B's and C's. Good job. Hell no. You know, so I think it depends. I think it depends.
I think like what you're saying is you're a good encourager for your children, but not everything needs to be, because the trend says praising kids for everything.
No.
I feel like they're always going to be looking for that. What if they come back to us? But you said last time that 10th place is okay, right? Like we can't,
Yeah.
you know, it's going to go back
There's
to
no
us
motivation.
as the parents.
Yeah.
Yes. It's going to go back to us and say, oh, but you said it was okay to get C's. Like, no.
Well, it's not so much that it'll come back to us, but it basically, they don't know how to push themselves to be the best or the best that they can be. If you're just saying, oh yeah, this is good enough. You know what I mean? How do they know to push for the ceiling if low effort is okay with you? You know?
If they cannot aim high in a sense. So
right, exactly.
But yeah, so for me, praising kids for everything, so not really. We love praising our kids enough already, and they know it, but they don't need to be praised for everything.
And I think it's important for you to verbally tell your child, hey, you know, you did a good job, because that's something that we would have wanted to hear, right? To kind of boost our morale and make us work harder, instead of, oh, look at so-and-so, they're magaling, they're good in that, diba? I think it's such a Filipino thing. But sorry, to them, not to generalize, but...
No, but then what you're saying is, it's not even a praising, like how the example you just made. It's praising the other kid, not you.
I know. Like, so, okay, that's not your kid.
So how does that even help the person that's trying to get the encouragement? Okay, last one. Trend number 5. Kids calling parents by their first name. I'm not even gonna... Hell no.
Hell no.
No matter what
that's
age.
So disrespectful.
No matter what age. Like, because like they're saying like, oh, when they get older, oh, hell no.
Oh, hell no. I don't even like... I'll be honest. I'm not used to even the boyfriends of my kids. I would prefer if they called me like... Tita or like or Miss whatever, you know. I don't want to be called by my first name either, just because I think it, I don't know if
regardless
that's a
Filipino
Filipino
thing. Filipino,
yeah.
But in your example, it's kids calling their parents by the first name.
Oh,
let's say, have you ever heard any of your kids' boyfriends calling their own parents by the first name? I don't think so either.
Oh,
right?
no, they're very respectful. They're very respectful boys, so no, they're not like that.
But I'm the same way as you.
Yeah, but I understand in their culture, it's normal if they're not related to that person. It's normal for them to call them by their first name. That's not abnormal in American culture. But for us, even though, yes, technically we've lived here longer than we have in the Philippines, to me, I still think it's still ingrained in my head that's disrespectful. Like, you don't call an adult that, you know, like their first name.
Yeah, same for us. We already told Alyssa and the 2 younger ones, if ever in the future they're going to have boyfriends or girlfriends or whatever, make sure, even if they're not Filipino, just have that respect and call us tita or tito. They know that already. In your case as well,
we don't have
them
any
calling
spoken...
you.
Well, we don't have that spoken rule, but most of the time...
your first name.
Well...
Or you can say Alyssa's mom in my case. Like, I'm okay with that too, because like they're friends that are coming over. But tita's just a safe word that they could say.
I do think it's just out of respect, because we are titas now, unfortunately. Tita Club!
Yeah, that's fine. Now it's your turn to rate one. Drop a parenting trend in the comments with I love it, confused by it, or hell no. We would love to hear that.
Yes.
All right. Thank you for joining us on this episode. Whether you're far from your siblings or just need a little nostalgia, we hope you feel a little closer to us and maybe even your own family.
Until next time, keep mixing life, laughter, and memories, halo halo style.
See you next time on
Halo Halo Conversations.
Bye.